What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out United States Army Basic Training Fort Moore, spelled M-O-O-R-E. This was from 2024, and it is by the Times Archive. I will leave a link down below to the original video, like I always do. Please go over there, give it some love. Now, I absolutely love watching these videos. I get that these are not the type of videos that like go viral, and they don't really do my channel any good. But I love to watch training of whether it's American or any sort of foreign training and compare it to what I did in the Royal Marines. This stuff really is something that I enjoy doing, even though it's not really foreign to me anymore because, yes, I am a US citizen, but I was in the British military, right? Like, I served as a Royal Marines commando. So being able to watch this type of footage, and I love Times Archive because they don't have any dialogue over the top. It's just raw footage. I can really just like look and see what their day-to-day lives are like in training. And this is the type of stuff that I genuinely enjoy. So let's get excited. Before we get started though, check out Chug, 10% off, link down below. You're not going to get a better deal anywhere else. These things are amazing. Listen, I know I talk about these a lot. I do not do many sponsors on this channel. And when I do a sponsor, it's because I wholeheartedly think that the sponsor is good for you guys and good for the channel, right? And I would not advocate for something unless I genuinely enjoyed it or used it myself. There's a reason I've been talking about these for months now, because they are genuinely, absolutely fantastic bits of kit. I absolutely love them. They're made by a small business here in the UK. So it's not some sort of like mass-produced, drop-shipped crap that you see on Temu or TikTok store these days. It's none of that. These are made by a small business here in the UK, and they are phenomenal. Genuinely good bits of kit. As I get older, I've turned into one of them people that likes to buy things that will last me a long time, whether it's my clothing or the cast iron pans that I have in the kitchen these days. I like to buy stuff that I know I'm not going to have to go and replace in a year, 2 years, or even 5 years' time. This is the same thing. The little things, these little metal studs at the bottom to protect the bottom of the cup, the fact that it is sturdy and genuinely made really well with good, really reliably sourced wood, you just know this is something that if you look after it, it'll last a lifetime. 10% off, link down below. I know I talk about them a lot, and it's because I genuinely love them. Now, the last thing I'm going to say, tomorrow, in fact, exactly when this video goes up, it'll be 24 hours from the launch of the Kickstarter, which is incredible. A couple hours ago, after watching this will go out 4 p.m. on Tuesday. 2 hours ago, at 2 p.m. today, I uploaded a video with a Q&A, kind of just going over some bits about morale. Different pointers, what to do, how it's going to look like, what's happened so far, all this other stuff. And then tomorrow at 4 p.m., the drink will go live on Kickstarter. I will be live tonight at 8 p.m. to play some video games, have some fun with you guys. You want to watch some Black Hawk Down? Watch me play some Black Hawk Down. Hang out tonight, 8 p.m. That's in 4 hours after this video goes live. And then I'll also be live tomorrow when this comes out, okay? So quite a few different things going on. So yeah, get excited. Links down below for everything. The Kickstarter links down below if you want to go and click on the notify me, but you have to have a Kickstarter account if you want to do that. Or you can just go over to drinkmorale.com, sign up with your email there, and you'll be notified exactly when it goes live. But it'll be live 4 p.m. tomorrow. And that's British Standard Time. Okay, that's British time, which I think equates to around 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. I think it's around that time. So, get excited, guys. Anyway, enough waffling. Let's pull this up and let's see what's going on over in United States Army Basic Training, the US states of America. Here we go.
45-degree angle on your face.
Quick question. And I'm going to go back here a little bit just because I want you this. Do you get issued glasses in the US Army? Because these two have different sets of glasses here. Do you get standard issue glasses or not? I know that they do it in the Royal Marines, or they did. I don't know if they still do. Wonder if they get standard issue glasses. I didn't wear glasses when I was in the Royal Marines. My eyes have only got bad since making these videos and having these bright lights.
Slice a pizza between your feet. Hold the line, dude. Hold the line. Roll your shoulders back. Stick your chest out. You join the world's best army. Act like it.
Senior Drill Sergeant Stewart! Senior Drill Sergeant Stewart! Senior Drill Sergeant Stewart! Senior Drill Sergeant Stewart!
It looks like this is some sort of like shock of capture. You might know what I'm referring to here, where you first join the military. They have this kind of like an outburst at the very start of training. It gives you that shock of capture, like, oh my God, reality hits you hard. It looks like they're kind of in that very start of training. I'm wondering what's going on here. Got a couple lads with their sleeves rolled. This guy has no sleeves rolled. We have a standard SOP. We have an SOP in the Royal Marines where we have the sleeves rolled up to over our elbows, and I think it makes it look really clean. I get that with certain newer uniforms where, you know, there's these pockets on the side, it's a bit harder to achieve something like that. But it looks like a couple of guys have got them rolled up and he hasn't. So this is why I'm presuming these guys are new.
Position of attention. Move.
Hold on. That guy did saying faster, faster sounded British then.
To your position at the 301 slot. You understand?
I wonder, that guy sounded English then, didn't he? He sounded British.
Way through the next guy goes. Does that make sense? Yes. Same with the log. There's only one guy on that log or one female on that log at a time. Yes, Green, what do you got?
It's interesting to see that they're wearing gloves while doing rope climbs. We never got gloves in the Royal Marines, and it literally shredded your hands to pieces. So I understand from a certain standpoint of why you should wear gloves, because it would stop your hands from getting ripped apart, but also grew calluses on my hand, right? I remember actually, because you do so many rope climbs in the Royal Marines, I had a cut on the side of my finger here, and when you're pulling down, it just never healed because it kept ripping back open again until eventually it did heal and it turned to a massive callus, and then my hands felt rock solid. And so I think there is a benefit to kind of pushing through that difficulty of getting your hands destroyed. At the same time, and I think I've said this in a video a long time ago, in the US military, they're pushing through a lot of people quickly. And so it almost would be easier, because there's a lot of people, to not have to worry about individual soldiers' admin on their self-care, right? Not having to deal with individual soldiers if they've got bumps and scrapes and stuff like that. Or maybe it's just, you know, they've got the kit, so why not use it type of thing. Or maybe everyone's getting soft these days. People these days are getting soft. I'm not going to turn to that guy. I'm not going to be that old boomer. People these days are soft. These liberals, they're all soft. I'm not doing it, mate. I'm not doing it. That's not my style. I don't think that's the way the world works. I don't think people are getting softer. I think that mentalities are just changing and people work in different ways. Don't be that guy. Don't be that person. Get off these youths. Look at these youths. They don't know what it was like when I was in training. Don't be that guy. They have their difficulties just as much as we had our difficulties in the military. It changes. It's just perspective. At least these lads are actually trying, and they're in the military. There's a lot of people that wouldn't do it these days. At least they're actually going for it. I used to be absolutely brilliant at the monkey bars. Another quick thing as well, and I'm comparing them to the Royal Marines, but this is Army Infantry, I'm presuming. And you can't really compare them to the Royal Marines, right? Not to brag or anything, obviously, but the Royal Marines have a higher caliber of training. And we can all admit that we're not beating around the bush here, right? But it's the little things. So these lads at the back here, waiting for their to go under. If that was us, they would make us have high knees. Like, it would be high knees. And I think the US Marines actually has this, where you're not allowed to just stand about. Like, if you're doing this, they would be jogging on the spot high knees. Again, I don't know the context of this video, right? Are these lads doing some sort of, like, are they right at the beginning of training? Is this them just getting beasted just to see what it's like? Maybe it's not as strict at that point. I don't know. So who knows, right? Context in a video that we don't know that much context about, do we really? I also don't even know if these are going to be Army Infantry. They might not be. They might be going to be clerks or medics or signals or drivers. Nice. Oh, don't slide. I get he's got gloves on, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. We were not allowed to slide our hands down the rope. Again, we didn't have gloves. We had to control ourselves going down. Again, different equipment causes different techniques, doesn't it? Also, their technique going up the rope. I feel horrible here because I feel like I'm just critiquing them, but they're obviously trying their best. And we learn early on the technique of how to climb a rope very efficiently, where you're pretty much just using your legs. These lads aren't doing that. It's a case of just getting up the rope for a form of assault course. And if anything, the way they're doing it is making it harder for themselves. So the fact that they're able to get up there without the technique that we learned in the Royal Marines is actually quite impressive, actually. It takes a lot of arm strength to be able to do that. So good on them.
I cannot stress enough. Lean back. Don't try to jump off. Just lean back and just let yourself fall back under the pads.
Yeah, climbing a rope like that is 10 times harder than the way we learned in the Marines, because we learn to conserve our energy. Also, there's a tradition in the Royal Marines where there's a lot of rope work, even to the point of you do certain drills so you're able to climb up a rope halfway and be able to use a weapon by moving your arms into a certain position, right? It's like a bit of a tradition at this point. And so he's just raw dogging it up that rope without his legs, which is hard.
You ain't even started yet.
I wish there was more footage of when I was in the military. I wish that I had footage of me in the Marines. I actually recently, and I didn't know we had it, but my granddad had my pass out parade DVD. And maybe I can show you guys one day my pass out parade, which would be incredible. Let me know if you want to see that. But I'd love to, I wish there was footage of me in training, but we're talking 2008. Was the iPhone out in 2008? God, I sound like a right fucking boomer, don't I? Jesus. That looks not fun. The way that they're climbing up that. Fucking hell, mate. Calm down. Oh, nice little hop. What have they got here? So this looks like they've got cleaned up after that assault course. Helmets on 24/7, and they've got these kind of like glasses, these like protective eyewear. Very interesting. The equipment they're being given for what is an assault course. I'm presuming these are rations at this point. Also, I've had people tell me I should do like ration tasting on the channel. Maybe I will. Be cool to try. Oh, it's grenade launcher qualification. Sick. Thoom. I love doing this. So cool. It's so cool. Sounds different to what it was on the SA-80, but it's the same equipment pretty much. So cool. I used to love doing them things. I wonder how far along in training they are. Is it the smoke ones? Yeah, they're fun. They're really fun. For the perspective of the camera then, I thought second man was pointing his rifle right at the back of the head of first man then. I was like, what are you doing? It's just the position of the camera. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Great drills. Get out the doorway, though. I wouldn't let last man here just be stood in the doorway. I would have him push up a little bit further here against the wall. Have his foot against the door here. I mean, I'm nitpicking. I'm nitpicking on SOPs that are completely different to what it was back when I was doing it. Who knows what the SOPs are now, both here and in the Royal Marines. Although one SOP that would piss me off, this guy's camelback tube just swinging about, mate. Stow it away. Stow that away. Bang, 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 bang.
Down from my index finger, whatever it is, I can drop that dude without being in my CCO, right? This is your low ready. This is Harry coming into a room.
Nice. Clean, smooth, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Getting every corner. Fantastic drills. Great drills. Mate, what is it with these lads and having these friggin' camelback tubes just swinging about? Get that stowed away.
Charge the weapon and put it back on safe. So on the M3s, you have to put your eye into the eye cup. 3, you'll sound off with the words on the way and pull the trigger on the Y of way.
On the way. Cal, AGs, what's your response? Loading sub Cal. Do it.
This is interesting drills.
Open up that Venturi. Use both hands to insert the round properly. Once the round is flush with the tube, put your left hand in the gunner's lower back. March! March!
Okay, one thing that is impressive is the fact that you get to shoot these in training. We didn't get to shoot anything like this in training because, well, we don't have the funds in the British military to be able to do this stuff. And obviously the US is able to use the funds to do this type of stuff. We did grenade throwing, you know, we had the practice underslung grenade launchers, stuff like that. But we're not able to use ammunition like this in training in the Royal Marines just because of funds. So it's really cool that they actually get hands on this stuff before they go on operation. That's cool. That's really cool. That's really cool. That is really cool. All right, see what these lads are doing now. Mounted platform training. Lads are giggling to themselves, pissing about. You can fit quite a decent amount of lads in there, can't you? Drop them! Get them out! Go on, lads! Where are they going? Where are you going? I wonder if it's going to show us the formation of when they get out. For us, we would do like a big, kind of like a big semicircle distributing, making sure we're all looking in all different directions. But at the same time, that's more of a beach landing, I guess. At the same time, it depends, doesn't it, with something like this? If you've got a woodland next to you like they have there, you know, how does that affect the way that your formation appears when you get out? Are they being told to just get out from point A to point B and get into like a trench? Like, where are they going? Where are they going? Where are you going, lads? Where are you going? Start wandering around. Yeah, so they've obviously got SOPs here. Got a lad on the floor there, looking in all different directions. Getting the rounds down. Live firing exercise. That's sick. Boom. Target hit. Oh my God. I'd love to shoot one of them. Such a cool bit of kit. Shoot. There's not much I can commentate on this apart from it's really, really cool. Do you know what I mean? It's really enjoyable to watch. I don't know what the flags are. Wonder what they represent. Going onto the range. Red means that they're live, maybe. Just to let people around them know, I'm sure. Boom. That's sick. Oh, I got pass out here, I'm presuming. Families are around to see their boys doing so well. Nice.
Standards and has distinguished himself among his peers. Specialist Roosters will attend Special Forces Assessment and Selection at Fort Liberty, North Carolina.
Special Forces! Go on, lad! Get in there. Straight out of training, straight to Special Forces. In the UK, you have to have seen... You have to have experience to go in Special Forces. You can't just go straight in. So I'm presuming you can be fast-tracked here if you're good enough. Already getting a medal. Throw out medals in America like crazy, don't they?
19th Infantry China as their Iron Soldier for achieving an ACFT score of 600 out of 600 on the Army Combat Fitness Test.
Damn.
Never will I fail my country's trust. Always I fight on. Through the foe, to the objective, to triumph overall. If necessary, I will fight to my death. By my steadfast courage, I won over 200 years of freedom. I yield not to weakness, to hunger, to cowardice, to fatigue, to severe odds. For I'm mentally tough, physically strong, and morally straight. I've forsaken not my country, my mission, my comrades, my sacred duty. I am relentless. I am always there. Now and forever. I am the infantry. Follow me!
There you go. There you go. Good video. Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed it. Again, I love watching other countries training and seeing how that's different and how it's better or worse. I mean, there is no better or worse, is there? I'm talking crap there, aren't I? Just different. How it's different to what my training was like in the Royal Marines, because it is genuinely really interesting. I'd love to know your thoughts, though. Have you been in the training in the US? I would love to know in the comment section down below what you think. I try to be as unbiased as possible in these videos and give legitimate commentary on these videos. It is hard sometimes because you don't want to critique people and upset people, because at the end of the day, the US Army soldiers, they're really good soldiers, right? And so don't ever think that I'm trying to critique them in a negative way, because I love the US military just as much as I love the British military. Well, I got a soft spot for the British military. I was in the British military, so I have to have a bit more of a soft spot. Anyway, check out Chug, 10% off, link down below. Get yourself one while you can. And I'll be live tonight if you want to learn more about morale, if you want to see more, if you want to hear more, if you want to do all that good stuff. 8 p.m. tonight, I'll be live. We'll have a good old chinwag. And then tomorrow, 4 p.m., the drink goes live. Until next time, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.